remove your panel from your HDD door, you have to take out your panel trim here around the edges. Your side pieces are going to come out first. We use here in the plant, it's a piece of Lexan or polycarbonate, just plastic. And we have a miter cut into it. And this helps us keep us from damaging the door in any way that we don't want to damage it, and also helps get the trim out pretty easily. So what we do is we just try to start on one side or the other. It doesn't matter which. You know, just hit it with a rubber mallet and get it started. You see it open up there. And we just work our way down all the way until it's out. And that piece is out there. And set it to the side. Because typically, the pieces only fit one side because we had to trim them as such, so just put them that side and you shouldn't have any problem putting it back in. Now we'll do the same here. I have to wiggle it out a little bit, it's not quite ready. There it goes. It's starting to move. That's when you know you got a good fit, when it doesn't want to come out. And this one doesn't seem to want to. There we go. Alright, now I just do the same with the top and the bottom. Again, you want to make sure you use that bevel that you have on that piece of plastic, or you could use like a piece of 1x or 2x wood material. This one's seated in there really well. I might spring up a little bit too, because your poly will pop back up when you release the pressure when you get the piece of trim out. I'm almost not long enough to reach across there. Let me get on the table. There we go. That piece is out. Alright. The easiest way to get it up out of the door is push up from underneath. That panel lifts right out. And you bring your hand up and it'll pull right out. As you can see in there, your other pieces of panel trim are still in there. They're not going to go anywhere as long as they're not damaged or anything. Now the tops and the bottom go in first, and the sides go in next, just like on the outside. Put your panel in. Make sure you have it orientated the right way, because one side's longer than the other. Drop it in top first. Bring your hand underneath. Alright. Now the fun part, putting the trim back in. What we tend to do, I put it over there, didn't I? The bottom piece. I'll put the bottom piece in first. And you have this lip here, the upper lip, that actually helps retain the panel in place. We'll slide it in between the two retaining lips. And then you can just kind of lift and slide your panel up against it like so. And it'll rest on that lip on the outside edge of the door. And that'll give you the gap you need up here. Do the same thing with the top piece. And this will slide right in. Now you can take your bottom piece, shift it up a little bit, and just kind of rotate it, and that'll push the panel up against this piece, and it'll hold it in place, and you can put this one on. And to allow for the gap that you have for your side pieces, you just take a look at it before you start doing anything. Got a pretty good gap on both sides there, so we should be okay. Alright, now I'm a lefty, so you're going to have to compensate for that. But to get it started, we kind of just grab the panel trim like so, at least I do. Kind of roll it, put a little bit of a twist on it. See how here it's kind of sitting almost halfway down in there? And just kind of come with the palm and the heel of your hand, kind of come down at an angle, and it should start. It might take a little bit of a few tries, but you should be able to get it in there. This one's not cooperating now. Probably because Mike's filming me. There we go. You get it started like that. And then we just take our mallet on the side and just gently kind of come down, pulling down at an angle and against the door at the same time. And slowly knock it in. I leave my fingers in there a good ways until it starts to pinch them, and then I'll pull them out, and I'll keep my thumb against it, kind of keep that twist in it. And just go all the way across, and it pops right in. Don't hit it too hard because you want to keep it nice and smooth. So you clamp on the tip. Alright. Now, it's resting on this lip here, so you want to try to pull your trim up. It might be kind of stuck, which is okay. You just loosen it up a little bit with the mallet and pull it up. That bottom lip's going to keep it in there. There we go. So now we can knock this forward with our mallet, and that'll slide the panel down here so you'll have your gap on this side. That's our little trick of the trade here. And again, you're going to try to hold that just right. And with the heel of your hand, it's going to come down and get it started just like that. It gets easier as you go along because the poly compresses, makes it easier to put the panel in place. 2 more sides and we're done. And this is why you try to orientate your trim pieces back to where they go, that way they fit. And you can do the same thing on either side here if you need to adjust this a little bit. And this one's beaten up pretty well, so it should go right in. And finally the same on this side. Watch the hinge there, you hit that, it hurts pretty well. And that's it, and it's in.
Alright.
And just be careful with your mallet, don't hit too hard so you don't dent your trim. Just get it hard enough to where it'll go in. And it should take you about maybe 5-10 minutes.
If you're a professional like Zane.
If you're
here.
professional.
Thanks, Zane.
You're welcome, sir.